In Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Noah Spence in on the stop.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And it's a fumble. And the Patriots have it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Leopard! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. on second down now. Scott, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The screen pass here to Cohen. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. That'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, Scott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Going deep here for Bryant. This is intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now they try the right side here. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Patriots coming out now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st down, Scott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gone!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Noah Spence coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On 3rd down, this is Howard. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he fields it cleanly. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Patriots take over. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Bills have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
On 2nd down now, Scott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Gostkowski the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. First down, he'll drop to throw. Room to run past midfield. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for in the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Scott. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds. Incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
You know, the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Scott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Neal. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, Scott, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
They go again with Scott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. Hard throw, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a play fake here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's Scott. And an alley to run. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And they'll go on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now. Scott trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Gone!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting a quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was.